Hi, everybody. So, you teach a man how to treat you. Did you know that? You teach a man how to treat you. A lot of women think that a man will see them and treat them a certain way, or treat them the way they think the man should treat them. No. Before the man met you, before the man approached you, before the man even engaged you, your energy already went out before you. Your energy already told the man, because you gotta remember, y'all, we get all this shit twisted. And it's because we get this shit twisted that we get hurt. We are spiritual beings. We ain't in this body. That is why when you die, you leave this body behind. Don't get confused by the what will I call it? The shell of this body. That ain't who you are. You are a spirit in a body. And so when you meet a man, the initial communication happens on a spirit level, on a soul level. Your soul and his soul communicate before your body registers that communication and you guys approach each other. Does this make sense? So when you meet a man, your soul and his soul done communicated with each other before both of you then see each other. Now, depending on what happened in that soul communication, it can be an attraction or a repulsion. Let's say you met a man who likes you and who, in the initial phase of the communication with your soul, there was an affinity there. Because remember, the part of ego, the evolution of humanity is when you see somebody and you guys communicate at a soul level, and then the person comes to you, right? And you overcome, maybe there was a dysfunction in yourself that was drawn to that person, and that person comes to you, right? And somehow you notice that dysfunction in them. Maybe something about them was something about their vibe was off, or something about them rubbed you wrong, something about them was not right, and then you decide not to go ahead with it. Like I had a girlfriend, right, who was telling me something about her man. See these things? Something about that man, her man, they're on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And she asked me to look at his chart and her chart to see what is going on. They had a Pluto conjunct Venus, right? And this man's not node is in Scorpio. Okay, so somebody who's not node is in Scorpio is somebody who has a lot of heavy dark energy that they haven't transformed yet. In fact, their life purpose is to transform their heavy dark energy, transform themselves, right? And so his Pluto, I think, is conjunct his north node. This is somebody who is very, very dark and powerful. And so that energy is conjuncting her Venus, which is in Leo, because he also had what was it? He had the Pluto in Leo, and her Venus was in Leo. So that was a conjunct. But his north node being in Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So there was that draw, that plutonic draw. He was drawing her and using her to work out his darkness and shit. But then, was that a good draw? The attraction was strong. They have great sex. Both of them had Mars trining each other. So their sex was great. But the relationship was bad, because there was a lot of darkness, there was a lot of obsession, there was a lot of attraction and repulsion. Now, if she was somebody who was aware, she would have sensed that and she would have walked away. Okay, but the relationship continued because she allowed the man in and blah blah blah, and the man is just simply treating her the way she deserves to be treated, the way she is, not the way she thinks she wants to be treated. It's just the way she is. But anyway, back to my topic. A man will only treat you the way you allow him to treat you. And the way you allow him to treat you is a product of what you are, of who you are. Okay? My man was telling me yesterday that a lot of men may be afraid of me. I don't know why. Okay, I know why. But anyway, back to the point. A man will treat you the way that you are. because the way that you are is what you communicate to him, and that's how he's going to treat you. That's why a lot of women come out and be like, well, he's not treating me like a this, he's not treating me like a queen, he's not treating me like this and the other. But the truth is that you are not what you expect him to treat you as. You can't fool people. We may not be able to be aware of the fact that we unconsciously communicate with each other, but we do. Okay, so even though you're not aware that you were a spirit and a soul communicating with everybody in the spirit and soul level, you are. So the man knows you. He may not really be consciously aware of what he knows about you, but trust me, he's going to treat you like you are. So, to understand that you teach a man how to treat you, you understand that you are the one who bring yourself to the man. And what you are is what you are going to inspire in the man to give back to you. You're not going to be something and then inspire the man to treat you like something else. No. He's going to treat you exactly the way you are, because you have told him what you are, and you have told him how to treat you based on what you are. And so that's what happens. So now, let's say you're in a relationship and and the man treats you in a way that is not like my friend's situation. The man treats her like a piece of trash. There's a way that Scorpio men are evil. For real. Scorpio men are evil. There's something, if you meet a Scorpio person who is not evolved, they will fuck you up, and they will fuck you up in the most insidious way. Like, they will fuck you up mentally. They will have you think you're crazy, even though they're the ones crazy. This man has my friend all messed up. And guess what? 2 weeks later, her ass probably back. You probably come and tell us, because he knows he got her. He knows he got her. That's the thing about Scorpio. They will get you in. You don't even know the kind of hold they have on you, but they got you. They got you. And the only way, that's what I told her, the only way you can escape this is to understand what is going on. Understand that this man has this hold on you. Understand the reason why this man has this hold on you is because both of you are the fucking same. Both of you vibrate on the same level. So what you got to do is that you got to elevate yourself. And boom, it's broken. And then when he now comes back and communicates with your soul is now going to tell him a different information. Boo, you're going to have to treat me differently. Your soul is going to educate him on how to treat you because you don't grow up, right? And so what's going to happen is that he steps up or he steps out. You teach a man how to treat you. What on earth? Girl, I'm telling you, these dogs and cats and rabbits and owls and everything I have up here. You teach a man how to treat you. Don't think that you can fool them. Eventually, they may be attracted to your body and get so lost in your body, and they'll do what they need to do to get in that body. But eventually, they're going to hand to you exactly what you deserve. They're going to hand to you exactly what you are. And if you don't like it, don't yell at him or be mad at him or do all that shit. Look at yourself and ask yourself, why the fuck is this man treating me like this? Is this who I really am? Be honest with yourself. That's the only way you can change it. Honestly. Okay?